take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
The Buckeyes offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So it's second down and long here from the 13. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quick throw to his receiver. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught quickly. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. Gets into space at the 50. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. They'll test the right side here. Breaking free at the 35. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. Buckeyes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers, but we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Quarterback looking to scramble. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down at the 27-yard line.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out into the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
On the ground, it's Marshall. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. This will be a 39-yard attempt. Right down the middle.
Now, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. And completion makes it 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Quarterback keeps the football. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, it's not always the flashy play. It's not always you have to throw for a big touchdown or make a huge run as a quarterback. Sometimes it's just being efficient. Take what the defense gives you, move the sticks, keep the drive alive. That's the energy, that's the momentum you really want to play with as a quarterback.
Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Running out of time in the pocket. And the junior able to get home with the sack. The Nittany Lions hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. And the Nittany Lions will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Running it back. It's Selvia. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. On 1st down, it's play action. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
He'll hand it off. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And now a carry here for the fullback. And they get him down to wrap up the 1st period of play. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. And the 1st quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the 2nd? So here we go, 1st play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Handoff to the single back. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. The Buckeyes will line up here on 1st down and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Now to try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 10-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Tailback with another carry. Tackle made after just a short gain. 3rd down coming up after that running play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Now for a 1st down. Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. The Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They've got him, but not before making 1st down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41. And the Nittany Lions are going to keep this drive rolling.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades. Going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs. I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now. 2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. On the run here. Lets it go. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Hit as he releases it. And the pass ball is incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The Buckeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it go. He makes the grab. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. First down and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's on the run. Launches deep. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Makes the catch downfield. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
I feel like this quarterback can make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork, a curl route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
It's a shotgun run call. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what...
It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Buying time now, rolling to his left. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Well, we talked to the defensive coordinator, Chris, before the game about how they worked a lot on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
Pressure is coming. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game. And we've been treated to a fabulous first two quarters of playoff football. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate who'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
And Indy Lions will kick it away to get us going in the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receivers. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They did some good things in the last drive. Moved it a long way, but eventually stalled out. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the left side. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. The Nittany Lions come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Snags the quick throw. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The offense going with the hurry up. Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Offense in hurry-up mode. Here's that defense shifting again. Looking for his back. Pass caught. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Eludes the rush. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
That punch sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Here's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line
airing this one out toward the sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. On for his second punt after a strong effort the first time. And he drives the punt deep. And the coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Nittany Lions looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looks to the left, pass caught. Stopped at the 36, that's good enough to move the sticks. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And the same runner's got it again. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down.
3:25.
And now they run the draw play. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that run didn't go anywhere here on 3rd down. It'll bring up 4th down. And right now, late in the game, they've got to go for this. They've got to call their best 4th and short play and hope to keep the sticks moving.
No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big 4th down play to protect this lead late in the game. First down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. No huddle now for the offense.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
That's an important first down on that running play.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Second down play coming up. They'll try the option play here. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offense still on the field to go for it on 4th and 11. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackled right after the catch, but the offense is now in the red zone. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They look to throw it here on second down. It's a quick grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
He's swarmed by the defense.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The defense stops him there on the scramble, close to the goal line, but not in.
I love to see this by this quarterback. Instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And we've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game. But they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. The Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Looking to throw it again. He'll take a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And he's got his man open downfield. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Penn State.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
The extra point is good. They cut the lead to 10, 24-14. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This game is not over yet. Let's see how the offense plays it. They love to choose some clock here, but you can't get too complacent. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second and long, but you figure they'll run the ball here to work the clock. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Hard running through a tackle. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. One of those critical third down plays coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking for some space. It's Selvia. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that previous play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
For the offense getting set, this is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He slings this one deep down the left side. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.